I'm here with Janet Takahashi, who has a fantastic project that she says, right, is for an outdoor or nature wedding, but I think would be perfect for any wedding. You've used leaves and rocks for, well, just beautiful place cards, I think.
And this makes a nice memento and paperweight for later.
So tell us how we get started.
Okay, so you can either get the rocks from a river, but it's probably better if you go to a home improvement store and get them because they're already polished and cleaned.
Oh, because if you get them from a river or out your yard, I assume they're rough.
They're very rough, exactly. And then I take a scrub brush and I just scrub them extra more, right? And then you use a pencil and you can draw your line.
So this blew my mind. A pencil draws on a rock.
Yes.
I have never known that.
Absolutely. And then you could just draw right on top of it because graphite shows up even on a dark rock. And then later we're just going to erase it.
Cool.
Okay. And then what I've done is I've taken rocks of different values from light to dark. And then my paint pens here, I have a calligraphy nib paint pen, 2 sizes, and bullet size.
So Janet, one of the things I love about you is you're like the most uber organized person I know. So you actually, and this is like a silverware tray, right? That you buy, and you've divided your pens, and you not only have you divided them, but you even have a little chart so that you can see what the tip width actually is, which I think is really smart. And then not only that, I mean, talk about organization, but by doing the strokes on the different values of rocks, tell us why that's important, because you told me before and it blew my mind.
Well, one of the things is if I take any color rock, I can take this one and I compare the value, so it'd be here, and I can see that the white or silver shows up the best on this rock, and a lighter rock, this one, you can see that the black or the gold or the white will show up on this one.
That's interesting because I never think about it as like, so this is basically you're always creating a reference. And and whenever I have seen your work, you always have a reference sheet with you. And I think it's just such a smart tool as an artist to not have to sort of be guessing every single time.
That's right. So you can pick any rock and then you know what is going to show up the most. Now on a dark rock like this one, even though the black lettering doesn't show up very well on a dark rock, you can still outline it in gold, which is a highlight, and it shows up.
Cool tip. And you have another great tip, I know, because you told me about your napkin tip.
That's right. So I take a napkin, I make a nest, a working cradle, and so if you have an irregular shape, you can just nest it in here, and then hold your hand, and then it allows it to be a flat surface.
Great. That's so cool. Can we actually draw on a rock now?
Yes.
Yay!
Okay, so here we go. So let's take a pen, and you can try it out on a dark color or a light color.
But you always have scratch paper nearby just to make sure that your pen is working.
And then what you can do with a pen is you can write with it and then hold it on the corner of it to make it
so cool. Because again, that calligraphy nib that goes fat to thin allows you to do all sorts of cool stuff.
Okay, so let's write on, we'll write on this one. And just go for it.
Just go for it. Just be brave. And of course, if you were nervous, you have that pencil line if you want so that you can trace it and so that you make sure everything's sized correctly. So what a beautiful J. And you've done that thick and thin thing there, which I really like. And of course, that calligraphy tip is what lets you do that.
And then we're going to get the bullet pen. I'll test it over here. See that it's working really good.
Adds a little dots. I can see how juicy it is because the ink almost looks dimensional on there, which is neat.
And then we'll take another one. This is the extra fine bullet.
Okay, and that just means that the tip is super thin and round. Sometimes I think when I'm looking at pens and buying tips, I don't always know what all the things mean. So like bullet tip is always going to be a round tip. Calligraphy is always going to have that like sort of chisel nib. Exactly.
So it makes it really nice, thick and thin.
Cool. So you can add any ornaments you want. You could do musical notes, you could do flowers, all sorts of stuff. And I know that you've taken this idea and you've also put it onto leaves and all sorts of stuff. And you gave me a good tip about the leaves that you used, actually.
Well, these are silk leaves. And so what's really great about that is they'll last forever.
Because if you do it on a real leaf,
it has to be fresh and has to be used within a couple of days.
So that means that the morning before your party, you're busy.
Exactly. So then here you can do it on tracing paper ahead of time and then write with your own writing, your handwriting, and then pick a rock and then see where the placement of it is, if it's going to work, like where to actually start lettering. And then you can draw with a pencil the letter with it, and then erase it.
Super cool. So if you're nervous at all, there are lots of ways to do it. And I know that with a longer name, Jonathan, Stephanie, something like that, you definitely want to be able to know that it's going to fit.
Yes, and I also did this. I made this chart with the black, white, gold, silver, bronze. And then I put the same color dots, bullets on top of it, so I can also see what color is going to show up as well.
You know, Janet, you're really encouraging me to make charts of all kinds for all sorts of things, because you're right. A reference tool makes a huge difference in making a result that you really like.